We officially have possession of our house. Now, it's going to be a couple weeks yet before we actually move in because there's a lot of cleaning up and elbow grease that needs to be put into it first. Because as you can tell, the walls aren't exactly the nicest shade of orange. So I'm going to be spending the next couple of weeks completely redoing everything. It's going to look like an entirely brand new house by the time we actually move in. Well, we could technically move in as it is right now. I don't want to because it needs a lot of elbow grease. There's a lot of work that needs to be put into it. It's livable, but it's not pretty. And so, like that. That needs to get replaced. And just a lot of elbow grease and cleaning. I'm gonna paint all of the walls because as cute as this rusty orange color is, I have some better visions in mind. So that's going to be my project for the next few weeks here because we will officially move in come the end of this month. So I've got a few weeks to kind of work on everything. And like I said, we really could move in right now if I wanted it, like if we really wanted to, but B's really stressed about the amount of work that needs to be done to it, like just cleaning up, like the windows are full of like debris and stuff. The house has been sitting empty for a couple of months, so there's cobwebs everywhere. So B's quite stressed about the amount of work that needs to be done. So I've told him that he's not allowed to step foot in the house until we start moving everything in at the end of the month, because I'm going to take these next few weeks to completely redo everything. By the time we move in, it's going to look like a completely new house altogether. So that's been my project. Also, I love, it's a little loose right now. That's another project. But this railing, the staircase, love it. Yeah, so we basically came to an agreement. He's gonna stay home with little B while I come out to the house and do some work, cleaning, painting. Basically, by the time I'm done, it's hardly gonna be recognizable. But this will be little B's room. Like I said, a lot of it is just cobwebs, cleaning, dusting, lots of painting. So it's got a lot of potential. I can see it better than B can right now. Kitchen, I'm gonna be completely redoing the kitchen. Like everything I'm doing, when I say redo, I mean like, you know, like cheap. I'm doing it myself. So we're not gonna go for like, you know, home renovation style here, like, you know, something you'd see on like the TV shows. But this is my pantry. I can't wait to fill this with all of my like goods. But yeah, so there's potential. It's definitely gonna need a lot of work, but I like it. I can turn it into what we want. B's not so optimistic and enthusiastic on the other hand. So he's more than happy to stay home with little B while I come in and put in the elbow grease. But the floors are nice at least. We've got a nice wraparound deck. This will be the living room here. So I've got curtains already for everything. My goal, I would love to put up some barnwood on like this archway that kind of connects the two rooms, but that's gonna be later because barnwood's not cheap. And yeah, this will be our bedroom. It's gonna look so different. And this is our master bathroom. I'm actually gonna be redoing this tub because as much as I love blue, I don't love that. And then I've got new pieces for the toilet as well because gross. But yeah, so this is the start of another chapter. I'm pretty excited to get started. Also, like these bay windows, for as long as I've like wanted a house, I've always said I want to have bay windows. So the fact that we have 3 of them, I love it. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of work. Not the prettiest house, but definitely got it more so for the property than anything. We got a nice big fenced yard for the doggies to run around in, and hopefully maybe someday we can get some of the land that's around our property, bring Rudnik over. But yeah, I've got like new lights that I'll be putting in. Those will have to wait till March when my parents are coming because my dad knows a lot more about that stuff than I do. I'd probably just barbecue myself. But I feel like even just with a fresh coat of paint, it's gonna look so much better. But yeah, I told B he has to trust me He doesn't know what I'm doing. I haven't told him any of the plans aside from maybe paint colors, because I know if I tell him what I'm planning, he's just gonna stress out. So I've told him it's a surprise. We were out here the other day. He took one good look at it in its current state, but now he doesn't get to see it until it's finished when we move everything in at the end of the month. So I'm excited to get started. Tomorrow, a couple girlfriends and I are gonna come out and we're gonna just do some cleaning because, like I said, a lot of it is just dirt. So I was still not sure what I'm gonna do with the counters yet. I might just sand them down and paint them. I've got all new hardware for the cupboards. We got lots of painting to do because it's gonna take a lot to cover this gorgeous shade of orange. But yeah, there's lots of potential. I've already been bringing over everything that I'm gonna need. I've got my new lights here. Got those off the marketplace auction, so they were like dirt cheap. Ceiling fan I paid like $7 for. I've got a bunch of tile in my car. I'm gonna wait till tomorrow to bring that out because I don't feel that ambitious right now. So yeah, this is our first home. I can't wait to have it feel like home. Right now it just feels like a house with a lot of work that needs to be done. But I'm gonna be documenting the entire journey because I feel like this house is gonna make such a transformation. It's gonna be so cool to watch it kind of in real time, time-lapsed. You get to see the quick version of it. But I'm excited. There's a lot of character in this house, a lot of charm. It's only 30-some years old. I love this railing. I'm just annoyed because there's one single rung up there that's been replaced. One or two, and it doesn't match the rest of them. So not sure what I'm gonna do about that, but there's a lot of potential. Once you see past the cobwebs and the stains on the ceiling and the cobwebs, lots of potential. I think it's gonna look amazing when it's done. I'm not doing anything with those wood shelves. I'm gonna leave those as wood, but I'm gonna be painting the walls and everything in here because that's just gross. So, and I got some mouse traps in here because, like I said, it's been empty for a couple of months now. So the mice have kind of been just having a heyday, but we've only found a couple here and there, so it hasn't been too bad. But I've seen potential in this place since we first looked at it. I'm super excited to see how it turns out. But it's gonna be a lot of work. So I'm thankful I have some girlfriends who are gonna come and help me. Oh, there's another rung. Maybe that one matches the other ones better. I'll have to see, because that might fix my problem. But yeah, I also don't know how I'm gonna replace that fan because it's super high, and I don't know what to do with that window because it kind of just sits there. And I feel like a curtain would look really weird on that window. But yeah, right now we just gotta deal with those cobwebs. So we'll figure out what to do with that after. But that would be Little Bee's room. This is gonna be like our game room. We got our master bedroom upstairs with an ensuite. We've got another bathroom in there in our entryway with the laundry. We got our kitchen, pantry, huge living room. We're gonna put our table here for eating. Then we got our nice sliding doors that goes out to the yard. We got a wraparound deck upstairs. I think it's gonna look really good when it's done. So hopefully y'all can see the potential with me. If not, hopefully you can stick around long enough to see how the potential turns into results. But yeah, so tomorrow it starts. I'm done bringing everything out here that we need. Tomorrow we get the show on the road and get rid of some of those cobwebs because gross.